So is it worth it to destroy your career for what you believe? And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, you got the Eagles. They just basically denied the White House visit for whatever reason. Like, I mean, like, you got a whole team of like 100 and something people, and 10 of them gonna show up. Then that's basically denying the visit. Feel what I'm saying? Majority of them ain't trying to come. The few that is trying to come, their heart in the right place, but you know what I mean, the majority rules. So, like, they don't know what they just did, for one thing. Like, a lot of them young, you know what I mean, misguided as far as life is concerned. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Ignorant, because they really don't know nothing outside of what they had to practice every day. You know what I'm saying? Just like any of us. You know, if I'm an auto mechanic, you know, and I do that on a day-to-day basis, then eventually I'm gonna get good at it. You know what I mean? Practice makes perfect. So I might not be able to tell you about gardening if I do auto mechanics, but I'd be real good at auto mechanics. I can tell you every single thing you need to know about it. You know what I mean? And likewise, with these people, I don't expect too many of them to do school after school, if you will. I don't expect them to basically research and work their head muscle same way they work their body muscles. I don't expect that. I expect most people that work a 9 to 5 or a Monday to Sunday shift, or most people when they finish working they want to relax, play, chill, leisure time, feed up, listen to music, whatever, watch a movie, whatever. You ain't really worrying about watching no news or looking up news articles. You ain't worrying about what happened in the world. I'm worrying about something fun that's gonna make me laugh. You know what I mean? Not me, cause I'm different, but majority of the people out there. You feel me? So with that being said, a lot of these players, a lot of these sports players, they jocks, what they call them, jocks. they got muscles. They kind of dumb. You know what I mean? They know what they know. Whatever they went to school for, if you make it to the league, hell, what I went to school for, I ain't worrying about that. I mean, the smart ones, they keep a legitimate business going outside of their sports career, but most of them, they like big kids. You feel what I'm saying? They started as kids and they got comfortable in that phase and they didn't grow past it. They didn't change it. And I ain't I ain't throwing no cheap shots. Ain't nobody, it's a reality, because I was at that phase and I had to come to the conclusion that I needed to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people out here, they need to come to the conclusion that you need to grow up. You think just because you 40 and you work 40 hours a week and pay a mortgage that make you grown. It make you on your own, but that don't mean that, I mean, you grown as of age, as of the law is concerned, but as far as society and as far as life experience, you really ain't having too many life experiences. People that pay attention to what's going on out here, outside of that 9 to 5. Feel what I'm saying? Just yesterday, sorry to jump off topic, I'll jump back on, but some chick came by. She was talking to the dude, right? And she said, "Come on, I'm tired. Gotta go in the house." Like, damn, it's like 4 o'clock in the day. I understand you getting off, but why even stop by for 30 seconds just to say, "Hurry up, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home"? Home ain't that important. You know what I'm saying? There's more important things that a person can do outside of their 9 to 5 besides go home and bullshit around and play around and have leisure time. You know what I mean? There's serious stuff that's going on. So really, the 9 to 5 never stop. It's a 24/7. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, a 24/7. It's always work. But with that being said, the question that I started with was, is it worth it? Because all of it is connected. Is it worth it to destroy your career for what you believe? You feel what I'm saying? Now, you got, because I started with the NFL, and that's what really got me on this topic. Because first the NFL started kneeling, and now they just like basically skipped the White House visit. You know what I mean? They making it worse for their own self. The viewership already done went down. You got real live football fans out here. I mean, we talking about besides the Americans. You got the regular American patriots who just like football because that's what Americans do on Sundays. You feel what I'm saying? But then you got the real football fans that's just like they die-hard football fans. And you got the veterans. They're a whole different class. Like the Patriots, they're a whole different class. So you got 3 different sets of people that's probably watching, probably 4 different sets of people that's watching NFL, keeping up with the games on a weekly basis. And they know everything. They like NFL gurus. They know more than probably the owners know. You feel what I'm saying? And these type of people is turning off. They turning off football. It's been losing like what, 30%, 20%. It's been losing more. It's been losing viewership for the past like 2-3 years, and that's probably the reason why. But they don't see it. Only thing they see is what they believe. They believe that they actually right, and they might be right. But is it worth it? Is it worth it to just destroy what you love to do? Because eventually more and more people are going to turn it off to the point where as though you're not going to have a crowd to fund your stuff with what you're doing. You're not going to have people to tune in and watch. You understand what I'm saying? Now, even if you got a situation where one player being paid, here, I give you $10 million to do this. 10 million, 10 players getting paid, 20 players getting paid, half of the league getting paid. I ain't even gonna say half. I'm gonna say 10% of the league getting paid to do this. They getting an extra $5 million on the side, an extra $10 million on the side to do this. So it's an incentive to them to do it. The rest of the people, they just gonna see them do it and they gonna follow suit. So that's part of the plan. But is it worth it to still take that $10 million? Yeah, it's temporary. In my opinion, it's temporary. I would love to hear your comments about this, but it's temporary. The $10 million ain't gonna last but for so long. Once the league go down, you ain't gotta worry about that income no more. But you took the $10 million off top. Yeah, you spent it probably. Even if you saved it, it's only $10 million. Your lifestyle requires way more. So, I mean, what is the actual thought pattern with this? What point is trying to be made? Because at the end of the day, you destroying yourself when you destroy your career because of what you believe, even though you might be right. You understand what I'm saying? And I just want to know, is it really worth it? Because and then I'm gonna cut this one off because I'm a football fan myself. You know what I'm saying? I have turned it off because now, all right, maybe I would still watch it because there's important things that's going on in this world that need to be focused on. Besides football. Football can be, like you said, you know what I mean? You take 1 week off, leisure day, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna call it a whole 24/7, you know what I mean? But 24/6 or something like that. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? If they paid attention to the issues and was trying to help us, the people, the Americans that really know what's going on and that really care and that's really trying to put a hand in to help fix it, if they was helping us, then it'd be a different story. But it's like they just intentionally trying to help bring us down. We the ones that's watching them. And that's another thing. They the ones keep talking about races and all this stuff, but what they fail to realize is that the ones that they really talking about is the ones that's supporting them. And that shit is so far from the truth that it's ridiculous. So the people that's supporting them is saying, all right, let me get up off of that level, because obviously their level was lower than mine. So it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into when these sports players, these celebrities trying to come out and call people racist and trying to prove a point by basically projecting what they believe. You believe that, keep that to yourself. We just want to watch football. Well, I wanted to, but Ben was great. Cut it off anyway, because we all. I think it's staged. Is my opinion. I think it's staged. So, and I'm not the only one that feel that way. I think the NBA is staged. Every series go to 7 games. You feel what I'm saying? Every end of and I believe it's legitimate competition, but I don't know. Some things just make you go, So, but I'm gonna end this video. I want your comments at everything I just said. What you think about it? Is it worth it? Even though they could be right. Do you even think they right to be doing what they doing? First they was taking a knee, and now they basically trying shit on the president. I ain't even gonna say Trump, because it don't matter who it is, it's still the president. It's like the principle. Like, you disrespecting the principle. Like, wow, you got a lot of balls. It's like the parents. You disrespecting the parents. Like, wow, damn, you disrespecting the adults as, like, you know what I mean? We not children, but we understand certain authorities. Like, you just you watch your mouth. So, what you think? Is it worth it for them to take knees and lose real supporters of what they doing, real money spenders? And is it worth it to basically shit on the president and turn the president against you? And one more thing before I go, because I've read Trump book, and is one, if it's one thing that's probably get this man off, is the NFL doing something so he can propel his football league. That I'm telling you, if it's one thing that Trump want, is a competition to that franchise known as the NFL, and he probably wouldn't mind the same thing for the NBA. So I want to hear your comments on this one. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.